27 points in the table. That's the worst start in Barcelona history since back when Frank Rijkaard was coach in 2007, 2008. They finished third that season behind not only Real Madrid, but Villarreal. Meanwhile, Real Madrid 10-3-0, an historic start under Zinedine Zidane. Top scoring team in La Liga with 36. They are 5-1-0 away from home, looking to climb to 36 points in the table. Always a thrill, and the fans a big part of it.
Well, Real Madrid heard and saw all of this before here last season, and look what happened then. As Kay Murray stated very clearly and correctly, it all goes out the window. If you want to see what pure adrenaline looks like, it's going to be there in these starting lineups, all 22 of them. And we start with ter Stegen.
Taking a look at the German goalkeeper. Meanwhile, it will be Piqué on the back line with Mascherano. No Umtiti at the start.
It's a brave lineup, and they're going with Andre Gomes in midfield. Big responsibility either side of Sergio Busquets, who's starting to come back into form. He'll need to be sharp. These guys as well, the number 9 in particular for me, will be setting the tone for how this Barcelona team is going to go on. Of course, the medicine man, the magic Messi, will be a big influence in this team, as he always is, but they cannot rely on him solely.
Meanwhile, Keylor Navas still not 100% to his stellar best, but what he can do at human levels is still astounding, as the U.S. found out recently. Sergio Ramos joined by Varane. Pepe will start this one from the bench. Kovacic and Modric, although it will be the Croat who gets the call, filling in for Casemiro, and no BBC, it is Lucas in. A moment of silence for the victims of that plane crash in Colombia that claimed the lives of Chapecoense. Neymar entered the stadium today with a Chapecoense jersey, knowing several of these players. In fact, Kleber Santana, former Atletico player, was among those who
immaculately observed from this Camp Nou crowd. Somber, sad scenes ahead of the pyrotechnic fireworks show that will go on that football pitch, and we all send our prayers and solemn best wishes to all of the connected parties of that terrible tragedy.
Luis Enrique whispering to Juan Carlos Unzué, his number 1. Zinedine Zidane nervously pacing. Good look at Carlos Clos Gomez, our referee today, the 44-year-old out of Zaragoza. Barca have never lost with Clos in charge.
Well, his team comes in a fine run of form, Phil, as we've stated time and time again. Benzema's been a little off colour, as has Suarez. The two leaders, the two men wearing the number 9. Forget it all, because this game is a different universe. Look out!
We are underway. The Merengues in white, moving from right to left against the Blaugrana of Barca, defending to the left. A different look without Casemiro out there, with Modric and Kovacic taking turns. Takes a little bit of the teeth out of the Real Madrid attack. Varane rolling it wide. Here's Dani Carvajal getting the call up the line. Nice turn in this lineup. Isco with a bit more free space, but poked free this time by Gomes. Modric hauls it back. Phil Shane, Ray Hudson with you, and glad you could join us. Temperature at 57 degrees, 72% humidity, and a bit of a breeze from the east. Will it be enough to send Real Madrid back with a huge lead?
Good touch.
Barcelona's first chance. Rakitic tries to cut back to his right. Kovacic steals it away. Isco there to sweep it up. Marcelo dispossessed by Messi. Kovacic knocks Rakitic down. Messi goes down hard in the challenge from Ramos.
Well, early indications, it's just as we expected. It's a bottle rocket right from the start. Tackles going in like thud and blunder.
It was Busquets in the middle, and it looked like Modric and Ronaldo collide, and both getting up slowly.
Well, this tackle here, but De Horn and Caribou driving in Busquets. Seemed to win the ball fair and square as he reaches in, but referee saying that he got there, leaving his feet.
Take a look at our players to watch, brought to you by Amazon Prime, and Prime players in goal, but both of them have proven a bit little vulnerable this year.
Well, both still top-class goalkeepers. Navas, of course, coming back from his injury to his heel. Ooh.
Ronaldo down again, but it's Vasquez knocked down in the box. No penalties, says
Brave
Close.
challenge by Mascherano comes in. He's got to time this to absolute choreographed perfection, and I think he does. Just gets there ahead of the ball and wins it cleanly before making some contact on Vasquez with his momentum.
Starting lineups brought to you by WorldSoccerShop.com. It is MSN up front under Luis Enrique. No BBC. In fact, an extra month on the sidelines after surgery for Gareth Bale.
Comes in. He does not get the ball, Phil. In hindsight, that looks as if that could have been called a penalty. A reach in by Mascherano. Lifetime, it looked as if he just got there ahead of the ball, just like that. But replay shows maybe not.
Kovacic in for Casemiro. Vasquez in for Bale. Again, the starting lineups brought to you by WorldSoccerShop.com. Luis Enrique off the bench applauding his team.
Football on the field reflecting this wonderful atmosphere. The fans shouting and screaming at every involvement by both teams. Brave start by Real Madrid, coming out and finding their passing lanes nicely. Commentators curse.
Over on the far side, Jordi Alba getting the call. There was a question as he comes back from injury. Luis Enrique electing to roll the dice there. We talked about earlier how important it would be for Andres Iniesta, but according to Luis Enrique, not quite fit enough. Here's Gomes, who will step into the maestro's spot.
Well, all his early touches have been good. Been winning the ball nicely. 3 minutes in. It's a confident start by him, who's been under some severe criticism by all and sundry, Andre Gomes, especially in the last game, but confidence being shown in an unchanged team, Phil.
No changes from that disappointing side, and in many ways maybe looking for a do-over from that poor performance against La Real. Meanwhile, 4 changes for Real Madrid. Danilo, Pepe, Nacho, and James on the outs. Rakitic is not going to get there as Ramos escorts it out.
A wonderful run by Neymar there to start this. And comes over. There's another good look at it. Man, that was close. Take a look here. He's inside the box. He's driving past. Referee saying that Lucas Vasquez runs into Mascherano. Still shaking his head about it. It was close. You can understand why the ref doesn't give it, but you could have understood why perhaps a lot of referees may have pointed at the penalty spot.
Gomes soaring up over Kovacic, but
well
straight
won.
to Marcelo. Mascherano lets it bounce. Luis Enrique, again mentioned, Barca have never drawn 3 in a row in league play under Luis Enrique.
I think more than anything he'll be happy the way this game has started for his Portuguese man out there in midfield, Andre Gomes. Going to be a key component in this game as it goes on. He showed up nicely and looking available for his passes and set the tempo, winning the ball in midfield.
Busquets drives it in with a sneaky pass for Neymar. Vasquez on defense, the ball wide for Alba. Messi heads it forward.
You call it a sneaky pass, Phil. That is an absolutely world-class pass by Busquets, and that's exactly the type of ball that Barca's going to need to open up the lines of this Real Madrid team. He knows it. There's no cutting that ball out from Busquets. It was a fabulous ball, daggered into his player. Stupendously magnificent.
Neymar stepped on at the tail end of that.
Expect more.
Talking about this earlier, Ray. Neymar, more of a provider this season, creating chances. Today might be a day where they might need him to be a bit more